folks. So the floor tile is done. It's all grouted. Looks awesome. I've covered it with plastic because I'm getting ready to paint, but you'll see it eventually. I'm sorry, I'm actually getting ready to do the trim, and then I'll do some painting. Basically, I'll be doing painting from basically from here around to about this side of the window, because I kind of screwed up. So these two outlets here, or boxes, are only about 6 feet 2 inches above the floor, which is really low. Unfortunately, there's a header like 4 or 5 inches above the top of this box. There's a 2x12 header above, because this used to be a window prior to us buying the house. And so I'd like to move these up as far as I can, maybe just to the header. I'm toying on the idea of actually, getting a drill hole borer that's big enough to do the box, and then basically just go into the header. The header right now obviously isn't serving any load-bearing purpose as far as a window or door. So I'm considering raising that a good 6 to 8 inches above where it is. That would bring it in line with where the light fixture is in the other bathroom. And that way, if someone bought the house that is, say, 6'4", and they're looking in the mirror, they're not just looking at their eyebrows at the top of the mirror. So anyway, and then that would also allow us to get a bigger mirror. Right now, the mirror would have to be, say, 2.5 inches tall, or 2.5 feet tall, which is kind of small. The countertop, the backsplash comes up just, below this outlet, down in this region here. And then, so that leaves about 3 feet 2 inches from the top of the backsplash to the bottom of the box. And that's just not a very big, very tall mirror. And you would have to point the fixture up in that case. So anyway, I'm probably going to have to redo these two boxes, which is not going to be trivial because of the length of wire and the fact that there's a header there. Anyway, so I'm basically going to try and complete the bathtub, toilet, heated towel rack, this door, all the trim, and the crown molding from this point to that point, and basically call this end of it done, and then I'll focus on the shower.
In cutting this
Anyway,
trim, this
that's
is
where we're
for
at.
the windows. The two windows, they're identical. They're square, 35-inch inside cut for this trim. I know that this thing is not particularly accurate. I've marked what I think is the best 90-degree cut. It's about half a degree off of what 0 was originally. And after doing some 60-degree or 30-degree cuts last weekend, I know that this is also off by about half a degree, and that created the most accurate cuts I could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on what I think is about 45, like half a degree more than or less than 45. Make two cuts so that I get what I think is 90 degrees, and then I'm just going to take these two pieces of molding up to and put them on the windows and see how close each corner is using this measure. And then when I cut each corner, because I think one of the windows is square and the other one is slightly off. So I'm going to try and account for that carefully. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
All right, so I came up with a labeling system for my pieces. So the corners are given letters, and then the two horizontal parts are labeled H, and the two vertical parts. So basically, I marked each of the faces that I cut. So this face would have been BH, and this face would have been BV, etc. And so the corner joints that I marked as being right on are pretty much right on. So I'm very happy with those. This one here, I marked as being open, and I made it the angle a little tighter, and that wasn't tight enough. So anyway, lesson learned. I'll fill that with filler. No big deal. Just like I'll fill the holes. So we'll carry on. All right. So for a second try, angle was good there. It's just that the level of the wood behind here and the wallboard is not exactly right, so that needs to be filled. That angle worked out well. This angle worked out well. And this was just a hair obtuse. Anyway, close enough for government work.